Hi everyone, it's Geraldine for Studio Calico, and today I'm going to share with you a tutorial using the September Lost River scrapbook kit. I'm going to show you how I assembled a simple mini album using this kit. And what I'm working with here are the craft envelopes that are included with the scrapbook kit. What I'm going to start out with here is adding some adhesive to the outside of one of the envelope flaps, and I'm going to carefully tuck that into the second envelope. Once that's done, I'm going to add some more adhesive to the inside of the second envelope flap, and I'm just going to glue that down, and this will create my mini album cover. Once that's done, I'm going to make the pages for the inside of my mini album. Since I make a lot of 8.5 by 11 layouts, I'm left with a lot of these scrap pieces of cardstock, and I'm just going to trim that down to 5.5 inches, 5.25 inches by 3.5, and I'm going to fold these pieces of paper in half. I've already made a couple to use inside my book. There are a couple of different ways to bind your book. You can simply use a long reach stapler, but I'm just going to use my needle and thread to stitch my book together. What I'm doing is using my pencil to mark holes in the middle of my page and also 1/2 inch from the edges of my pages. And I've done that for each of my pages, and I've used my paper piercer to pierce these holes. And now I'm just going to use my needle and thread. And what I'm doing is I'm using my needle and thread to go through the middle hole first, from the outside of the book to the inside, and then to the top hole from the inside to the outside of the book. And then I'm going to go ahead and stitch through to the last hole from the outside to the inside of the book. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stitch the needle back through the middle of the hole, the middle hole again. Once that's done, I'm just going to tie a simple double knot to make sure that the pages are secure together, and I'm going to cut off the excess thread. Now that's done, you can see that the pages are pretty thick, and the pages in the middle kind of stick out, and the pages are no longer flush to the edge. So to solve this, I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife and my ruler, and I'm just going to trim the pages down until they're all the same length. This will make my pages very nice and flush, and that way they won't stick out of my mini album. Once that's done, I just want to show you how I'm going to assemble the mini album. So I'm using the front page and the back page of my mini album, and I'm going to tuck those pages carefully inside the envelope. And this normally involves a little bit of bending and twisting just to get my pages inside those envelopes. But once that's done, you have a very simple mini album here that's easy to use to document a little trip or or your favorite memories. Now that that's done, I'm just gonna take off the cover again, and I just want to work on the two pieces separately. So I'm gonna start with the cover here, and I decided I wanted to use this book to document my trip to Europe this past summer, and I just want to create a little book that summarizes each of the places that we went to. So on my cover here, I'm using these new Nick Alpha stamps, and I'm stamping the word go. I really like the font of these alphas, and they're a really nice and large size. But I decided my book was a little bit too plain still. So I'm just going to use the vellum alphas that are also included with the scrapbook kit, and I'm going to spell out the word Europe underneath. I'm not sure if I want to add some more decoration or embellishments to my cover, but I decided I'll just leave it for now and figure it out later. What I want to do next is work on the inside of my album, and I've printed out these mini 2 by 2 inch photos, and I want to put them chronologically in my book and just jot down each of the cities we visited during our time in Europe. So I'm just starting out with my first photo here, and I'm going to add adhesive, and I'm going to glue it to my right hand side page. On the left side, I want to create a little journaling block where I can jot down the different places we went to in each city. So I'm going to use the journaling block stamp that's included in the main scrapbook kit, and it's a really cute and small size that makes it perfect for this mini album. Above it, I'm using the new Mini Lena Alpha stamps, which is a 3x4 Alpha stamp set. And I'm going to stamp the 3-letter city code right above it. I figured I can write down the different places we visited inside the journaling block and maybe add our date, which day we went to each city. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that mini album with my pictures and the information. And once that's done, I can just tuck it back into my little mini album cover. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for joining me.